What's up, YouTube? I just wanted to come today and I wanted to talk about something that's on my heart. I don't know what's up with these men and women that when they know they had something good, I don't care if you fussing, fighting, y'all have every relationship goes through arguments, goes through ups and downs. We get on each other's nerves. You don't understand them all the time. They don't understand you all the time. You have ways, you got attitudes you got to deal with this person. They got attitudes they got to deal with you. But when you feel that it's too much and you no longer want that relationship and you go to that person and decide that, okay, I don't want to be with you no more. I'm done with this relationship. Da 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 da. And they like, okay, they really don't want to leave. They was really at the brink that everything that you've been wanting them to do in that relationship, they were right there at the brink of, okay, I'm willing to work with you as far as you wanted to get married. I'm willing to marry you. I want the same things that you want. I'm not going to fight it. I'm going to give you what you've been asking of me. And they're right there at that brink, and you walk away right at the very moment that they're about to give you everything that you've been desiring from them as a partner. Y'all have helped each other financially. Y'all have went in businesses together. Y'all have done things to help each other out, you know, and to make each other better. Now, once you walk away from this type of person that went out their way to be there for you in spite of the fussing, the fighting, the arguing, whatever it is that y'all going through in y'all relationship, and you walk away from this person, don't people realize that once you do that, that some people they're not gonna take you back. You see what I'm saying? Because you don't know what type of hurt you caused that person when you walked away. And sometimes you didn't see that person's heart and what that person was feeling on the inside at that moment of that relationship. But then when you go and be a F boy or F girl and do some F boy and F girl type behavior to this person after the fact that you left them and they wanted the relationship, they wanted to make it work in spite of everything that was going on. Their mouth might have said, I don't want this. I don't want to keep going through this. And they might have been straight up and honest about it when they said it. But at the end of the day, like I said, at the end of the day, it's like, it's like at the end of the day, they really didn't want to go through with it. They were really willing to give you everything that you were asking for as far as making the relationship work, doing things, changing things within themselves to make the situation better, But yet, you couldn't see that and you walked off. And when you walked off, you continued with your F boy and F girl behavior. And you treated them like they meant nothing to you. When you know for a fact to yourself that if you'd have asked them anything at that time, moment in time, that they would have had your back. They still would have had your back. They'd have been upset and shocked that after you did all you did, that you even asking them, but they still would have had your back. And you know that. At the end of the day, when this person when this person get upset because the person that they walked away from move on. And I think what it is too is that sometimes these men and these women, when they leave these relationships, they try to control the person, and they try to use the kids to control the person that they left or they're in the relationship with. And I've seen this firsthand, that some men and some women will try to use them kids. They will try to make that person feel this big, you know what I'm saying, within themselves. Try to keep them down, miserable and unhappy, by coming at them, telling them what's going on in their relationship, how things are going in their relationship. And half the time they lying. Because when things don't go right in that relationship that they're in, then they get mad at you every time they hear that the one that they left, they moved on, doing good, and they hear the good that they're doing, and they get mad about it. And then they get back on their F-boy and F-girl stuff. Which to me clearly just screams that they're upset, they're mad because they chose to walk away from this person, and knowing that this person had their back, knowing that this man or this woman would have did anything, and so I'm saying, for them, and they knew that. And when they take advantage of a person like that, and then they think, oh, they can walk away and this person's still gonna be there for them like they were when they were together. No, it don't work like that. No, baby, it's not going to be like that. You understand what I'm saying? And then on top of that, they get mad because the person that moved on, the person is happy and they having a life of their own, and the person getting mad. You know what I'm saying? Like, and all that is, honestly, this is my opinion. Anybody can have their own opinion, but my opinion is that all it is jealousy. All it is the fact that they're mad at themselves. They're not mad at the man or the woman that they left. They're not mad at the person that person has moved on with. They're not mad at... They're mad at themselves. Because they sitting out here trying to front like, oh, they got this good girl or this good guy, and oh, their relationship is this and their relationship is that, and oh, they doing this and they doing that. They get married, this, that, and the third. When in reality, that person is nothing like the one that they left. And they know this. They know that person ain't nothing like the one that they left. So at the end of the day, they not mad at that man or that woman that they left or their partners that they moved on with. They're mad at themselves. They mad because they sitting out here trying to find someone to have them like like that person they walked away from had them. And they mad because they can't. They mad because everybody else that they dealing with after this person either only want sex, they with them, but they not trying to be serious with them. They might talk the game, but it ain't gonna happen. They going from person to person trying to get somebody to be like the one that they left. That's not gonna happen. And then on top of that, they're mad at the other partner the one that they left because they expect this person to be the same way for them after they left them, after they was up on their F-boy and F-boy girl behavior, that this person is going to be there for them regardless, like financially wise. Like they supposed to sponsor your hair, your nails, your outfits, your shoes. Y'all are no longer together. You know what I'm saying? Your watches, your jewelry, whatever. Your haircuts, your weaves, whatever. And the person is not going to do that. Because at the end of the day, you had the opportunity to be with this person. You had the opportunity to have those benefits that came along with this person, what they used to do for you. You know what I'm saying? When all this person tried to do was help you be better. See, that's one thing, that the negative outweighed the positive in the relationship in your eyes, to where you felt like they didn't want to do it. You see what I'm saying? They felt like they didn't want to do it because they looked at the negative and the bad of their relationship, and that's all they saw. You see what I'm saying? Oh, this is too much for me. I can't handle this. I don't want to deal with this. You see what I'm saying? When the other person was overlooking the negative and they looking at the positive, like, okay, if we do this, then things will be better. You see what I'm saying? But when you went and looked at the negative of the situation instead of the positive of the situation, that's when you shut your own world down. That's when you shut down every good thing about that relationship that was there. You know what I'm saying? You closed every door when you walked away. You shut down everything. Not saying a person did not care about you. Not saying that when you walked out from the person that they didn't care about you. Oh, they cared. They cared a lot about you. And they were really hurt at the fact that you walked away. But at the end of the day, they're the type of person they're not going to go backwards. And you hurt them in such a way that they feel like, look, I'm not going back through that. You see what I'm saying? And then the new person that they're moving on with have to deal with the hurt, the fears of being hurt again that this person has. They have to deal with everything that you caused this person to feel after you left them, because they wasn't expecting you to leave them. You see what I'm saying? They was thinking, okay, did she want to marry me or he want to marry me? We gonna get through this, and this is what this person in their mind was thinking. You see what I'm saying? But you didn't see it that way. So I just don't understand how a person gets mad at their self and then try to take it out on the one that they left, because that person has good things going on in their life. So they're mad at them because of the good things that they have going on in their life. And I feel like that's wrong, because at the end of the day, you did that to yourself. You could have stayed. Y'all could have took some time apart. Let each other know, look, babe, we need time apart just for a little bit, and let's work through these issues that we got, and let's get past this. And that's what people do. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about marriage. That's what people do in marriage. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no expert on a relationship, because I've done some things in my relationships, but I'm learning. You see what I'm saying? I'm learning. But at the end of the day, like I said, to me, it's crazy. To me, it's like, and it's bad, because when that person the more that they hear you doing good, what if they hear good is going on in that person's life, they're going to always buck up against it. And when you're in a situation where you have to deal with this person, it's not like you can't just walk away from this person. You can't just tell this person, look, ain't nobody got time for this. Kiss my butt, go on about your life. I go about mine. I don't want to deal with you. You know what I'm saying? But you have to deal with this person. You see what I'm saying? And then that person constantly trying to make things go left in y'all when y'all supposed to be having a cordial dealings with each other, and they messing that up. You know what I'm saying? Every time we turn around, they messing that up. Trying to get the person mad, trying to get the person to be negative. And all it is that they trying to mess that person's day up. They trying to make this person feel down and bad and sad like they used to. You know what I'm saying? They used to do that before they got with the person, and they're so used to doing that. You know what I'm saying? They would say something or do something that will alter that person's whole day, whole week. You know what I'm saying? And it will bother that person. But since they didn't got with this other person, they didn't moved on from that. They didn't got stronger in that area to where they're not going to allow that person that left them to manipulate them and make them feel any type of way that they want to puppeteer their emotions to. That's what I'm saying. And you know what? It takes prayer to pray for people when they're in situations like this, because the only way that things are going to work in that person's life is if they learn to let God have that situation with these people. Because sometimes people use that, and they use the fact that you have to deal with them against you every chance that they get. Very manipulative, very deceitful, very sneaky, very undercover, very undercut, and try everything to make you miserable and unhappy. And the Bible, and I ain't gonna say the Bible says, let me not say that, but there's an old saying, misery loves company. And honest God truth, that's what it is. They're miserable, they're not happy, they're mad because you're happy, they're mad because things are going good with you in your life, and they hate that they walked away from you. And that's simple what that is. Some may say, no, that ain't what it is. That ain't what it is. Yeah, that's clearly what it is. That's clearly what it is. They're upset at themselves for walking away. They mad at themselves. No, they mad at themselves for walking away. They mad at you for moving on. They mad at you because they can't manipulate you and play you like a puppet. They can't be your puppeteer and play and toy with your emotions like they used to. You see what I'm saying? They knew that they could do that. And while they was with somebody and you wasn't with nobody, you know what I'm saying, they played on that man's or that woman's emotions, you know. But I just wanted to vent and get that out. Thank you for listening.